I've talked about this era of Batman comics so much on this channel, only because it's my favorite arc ever. Basically, to give a rundown, during a huge crisis, it comes down to a showdown between Batman and Darkseid. Batman in this fight decides to break his no-kill rule in order to defeat Darkseid. Thus, Batman shoots Darkseid with a thingamajig, and in turn, Darkseid kills Batman with his Omega Beams. But not really, because it just ends up sending Batman through this time travel adventure. However, in the eyes of everyone in the DC universe, Batman is officially dead, and Gotham spirals into chaos without its watchful protector. During this time, the Bat family fight for who should have the right to be the next Batman. It's Nightwing, of course. But during the chaos, some villains try to make the city a little safer out of respect for Batman. Like the Secret Six, who are a group of outcasts working together to serve their best interests. As we start the story with a group of Splinter Cell cosplayers breaking into a Gotham official's home. Their mission is to breach 3 of the most influential homes in Gotham to kill each of their children. They search for the child in her room, but when they can't find her, they scour the house. Until they find her cuddling to who they refer to as the illegal, planning to shoot and kill the both of them. Until Bane bursts in, grabbing one of the criminals, telling them to shoot the illegal, meaning him, and promptly breaks the back of one of the criminals in front of the others. Some of the criminals panic, thinking that they were in the clear because of Batman's death, and attempt to shoot Bane through the walls. But Catman breaks through a nearby window, stating that that'll just make Bane angrier. As Catman takes out the few that remain with ease, saying that Bane really doesn't like it when kids are in danger. But during the scuffle, one of the criminals holds the kid at gunpoint, threatening to kill her if the heroes don't let him leave. To which Catman and Bane look at each other in shock because they can't believe the criminal just called them heroes. Until the criminal says to Bane specifically that he'll kill him, which Bane takes as a challenge. As Bane grabs his forearm, breaking it in 2, saving the girl. And while Bane begins to lift him in the air, the criminal begs Bane to not break his back. So Bane respects his wishes by instead throwing him out of the building. Afterwards, Catman hands the girl over to Bane to hold because there's one criminal missing, but Bane doesn't know how to calm a child.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Blake, I may have broken it. Damn.
Never fear, old chum. The he-she wonder is on the case. Holy capital punishment or some such. We could have been such friends.
No, please!
Now, wait till I've gotten started, shall we?
The parents soon find their daughter in the hands of Bane, at first believing that he's there to kidnap her. Until Bane apologizes to the girl for frightening her and that he isn't quite presentable, as he hands her off to her mother. The father then endlessly thanks Bane for saving their daughter and wishes to know the name of the man that saved his daughter, in which Bane turns around and says that it was Batman that saved his little girl. After saving the first child, Bane and Catman discuss who could be a better Batman between the two of them, to which Bane tells Catman that there isn't a shot in hell he could be Batman, starting a little contest between the two on who'd be more likely until arriving to the second location with Bane roasting Catman on the fact that he's just a copycat of Batman. No pun intended. Soon after the dispute, Bane punches down the metal gate so the 3 can save the next child in danger, in which they find out is already intercepted by the other Tom Clancy wannabes. So Bane and Ragdoll go into the house like a bull in a china shop. Bane especially goes in like a madman, ripping off each of the criminals' heads he comes across, and even grabs a nearby statue and splats one of the criminals' heads in against a wall. But in the middle of all the chaos, one of the criminals takes the child hostage, until Ragdoll begins wrapping himself around the criminal, proceeding to break the criminal's neck multiple times in front of the family, with the saved child afterwards thanking Catman, mistaking him for Batman. On their way to the next location, Ragdoll could not stop laughing about the fact that the kid called Catman Batman, until the 3 of them devise a plan on how to save the next family trapped on their yacht. So while the criminals inside think about aborting the mission, the 3 of them crash the Catmobile into the yacht and beat the ever-living shit out of the remaining criminals inside, until Nightwing arrives, demanding them all to back away from the criminals that still draw breath. Ragdoll then hands over the baby to Nightwing as Nightwing frees the family from their bindings, in which Nightwing says to the group that there's a lot more going on in Gotham tonight, so we won't try to fight them if they hit the road before he turns around. Which kinda ticks off Catman because the 3 of them came out here to help out of respect for Batman, adding that he doesn't think Nightwing can even take them. But Nightwing reaffirms that if they don't leave, this will get a whole lot uglier and fast. So Bane stops Catman and proceeds to leave, wishing Nightwing the best of luck protecting Gotham without Batman. Afterwards, Catman grows furious as he says that they came to rescue those kids, and heroes look at them as if they're not fit to live, as if the world's too small for them to have a corner in it, adding that no one gave them that power. and they just took it. But in spite of that, Catman feels as though what he did was right, and how Nightwing treated them reminds him of why he hates heroes so much. But amid Catman's anger, Ragdoll attempts to cheer them up by saying that they both have a spark of greatness inside of them, and would both make exceptional Batmen. But Bane and Catman both find the idea of them becoming Batman to be absolutely absurd, as Catman hotwires a random car to drive as far away from Gotham as possible to their next crazy endeavor. A part of the reason why I like this story is how it takes these longtime villains and it puts them in the most unlikeliest of scenarios where they get to be the heroes for once, but somehow ultimately realize that they can't measure up to the impossible expectations that come with being a hero, while showing their own perspective of what it means for them to be a hero at the same time, if that makes any sense. Just to kind of show that the definition of a hero can be very fluid. It's one of the greater one-off stories in my opinion, and the Secret Six comics are a fun read, so you should definitely check them out. But anyways, I hope y'all like this story, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and as always, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.